Greetings, you valuable and indispensable red shirts, and welcome back after an insanely long time to Cosmoteer with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the Steam Early Access release. A very long time ago, I promised, once Cosmoteer was on Steam, I would give it another go, and now finally, after such a long time, here we are. Now, the game has massively changed since the last time I covered it. It's no longer quite a sandboxy, you now have missions, you now have the ability to purchase things from star bases, you have to purchase your crew in that way, and there is so much else to cover. Now, for those who haven't seen Cosmoteer before, it's essentially a game where you're a spaceship in, believe it or not, space, and you are all about managing your crew, managing your weapons, and fighting other ships in order to now scrap them, gather their resources, and become stronger and more powerful as you adventure into the systems of the galaxy. It is honestly a fantastic game, and I am so happy to be back. Now it's got a bit more flesh to it. That was a weird way of putting it, but that's the way I've put it anyway. Now, before we start, I do want to say a big thank you to the developer who did give me the key to this game, with the intention of playing this game before the Steam release, but sadly, because of moving house at the moment, my time was so limited, I didn't get to do that. So a big thank you to the dev, even if I didn't get to use it in time in the end. So, we begin a brand new game, and the very first thing we get to do is choose our ship. Now, I did play for half an hour just to make sure I've got the very, very, very basics down, but do expect me to make some mistakes, because I love playing these games, going in blind, and sharing that experience with you. So we have the Model S here, which has the shield, we have the Model L with just more firepower and a bit more maneuverability, and then we have the Model C with the big ol' cannons. I'm tempted by all of them, to be completely honest. The Model S with its shield does sound lovely, though. Shields in this game, if I recall correctly, are absolutely fabulous, even if they are incredibly expensive to run. But at the same time, cannons do just make me happy because of sheer destruction. I'm going to go with sheer destruction and try to move into shields as fast as possible. So our difficulty, we're going to go with normal, and our economic difficulty, this is the standard. I'm not too sure about all these, but this is what we're going with for now. If I choose, I will, of course, change these later, because I really don't know how much these affect things. I like salvaging, I like exploring. So, let's get going. And so we begin orbiting this very red-looking world. So first things first, before we get into anything else, let's take a quick look-see at our ship itself. So we have the standard cannons, we have some ammunition here, with no way to actually make the ammunition, so we do have to purchase that, sadly. We have all of our thrusters for basic movement, our reactor, which will create the power cells to power these, our people are all living down here in the crew quarters, and that's really just about it. The cockpit is in the very middle of the craft. It's a very simple starter craft. Now, we can, if we wish to, change up the roles of our people. So right now we can just edit the role of the red shirts, give them different job priorities, get them to do different things, but for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is, purely because we're a very simple ship with very simple needs. I think the default will be absolutely fine. Later on, we can do more. But for now, let's leave it as it is, and I want to get straight into the missions themselves and to upgrade our ship. The main thing I really want is a shield. More than anything else, I want a shield. And I can now see an end goal in sight. Destroy the pirate base. Can we do that today? So we have all these basic missions, go off and destroy things. This will give us fame, which I believe allows us to hire more people. Yep, persuade more people to join us. It also gives us reputation. I don't fully know what that's for, but it is a thing, and I'm sure I'll figure that out later. And of course, the main thing, it gives us credits, and when we destroy an enemy ship, we can also salvage them to get parts to build up our ship as well. Because now, when you build something, you can just purchase everything from a nearby station, if you're close enough to a station, but it will first of all use stuff in your inventory, stuff you've salvaged, which is a lot cheaper. So, really, we want to salvage stuff, and every time we come back, upgrade and use those items, then move back out. Can I purchase a shield already? So, if we take a look-see at blueprints, I imagine it'll be in defenses. There we go, the small shield generator. So that's what I really want, and I'll get that after the next fight, once I have some salvage in my inventory. Larger reactors. Oh, there we go, there's the ammo factories. I kind of want that already, but we'll do that later. Whoa! Nukes! Steel smelter. Manufactures steel plates. Consumes iron. Oh, this is from mining asteroids, something I've not tested out yet. Okay. Well, for now, let's just go off and do the mission we just did not accept. Let's accept the mission and go and destroy a fugitive. So, fugitive bounty, we accept this. And we can go off and do our very first fight. Glory to the Red World. So there are a lot of friendly ships around. Ah. We can buy and sell stuff from them. Fabulous. Missile parts, tri-steel. I know that tri-steel is used for more advanced things like the super cannons. Well, good to know. I need to keep an eye out for that then. Okay, our first contact. Let's see how this fight goes. With our cannons, we probably want to close the gap pretty quickly. We also want to see exactly what the weapon's like. So I have a cannon only in the front. We have 2 cannons, so we could just brute force it and just go right for the cannons. Or we could try to go around the outside. Then once we're around the outside, go for their reactor, which is really exposed. Their reactor explodes and, well, everything's good for us. Now the less damage we do, the better to the enemy, though. We want them to be destroyed. We're taking hits there, not right now, which is annoying. But we want them to take minimal damage so we can salvage more stuff. I think that's how it works. Okay, we can strafe, they can't, which is making our movements a little bit weird here, but actually, are we able to? No, it looks like we are just going to brute force this. We have more damage than them, so that's fine. We've lost a little bit of armor at the very front, but their weapon is almost down. Okay, so we can't really get around them, sadly. Oh, well, yeah, now we can. Now we've destroyed everything except for the main piece. Well, not the best bit of salvage there, but fine. So we'll grab everything. Our minions are leaving our vehicle and exiting. We can repair all using the things we just salvaged. Look at our little asteroid guys. And by asteroid guys, I meant to say astronaut guys. Need more ammo already. That's pretty bad. Starting to think maybe energy weapons might have been a better starter weapon, but oh well. Let's grab everything, then we'll go off and do the next mission. Storage full. Oh, I guess we are keeping a couple of the ammunition racks empty then. Okay. So already then, I kind of want more storage. How much is storage? It's probably not very expensive, I imagine. Where can I even put it, though? I mean, I do want the fire extinguisher, but this is a nice space for a bit more storage. I could sacrifice some armor for some more storage, and you know what? I'm going to risk it. It's a bit silly, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. I want as much storage as possible. I want to be able to bring everything back with me. We're going to be super greedy with these first fights, especially since if fights like this happen again, where we accidentally completely obliterate the ship, I want to be able to get every last little bit I can. So a bit of change of plan here. I've removed that storage and added a shield. I completely forgot I wanted the shield there. I've hired some more people, put some bunks on the back, so I'll be changing up the shape of that soon. However, I want more strafing capability. If I can strafe, I'm happy. So I guess just the standard thrusters, and we'll pop them here and here. We still have enough power. Suggested is 0.9, we're producing 1.5. And currently the suggested for our people are 12, and we have 12. So what do I want next then? Honestly, we could just go mad with cannons. Cannons do make me happy, because big explosions are fun. Cannon there, cannon there. Very tempting indeed. However, we are going to need more crew after that, to be completely honest. Kind of like an angry beetle, but this is what we're going with right now. We're slightly understaffed, but it should be absolutely fine. I have changed the priorities a little bit so that our people are more focused on the weapons above all else. I just need to buy some ammo, and then we can go with all 4 cannons. Yeah, we are understaffed though, like I mentioned. The whole thing needs a bit of a redesign right now. It's just a bit too squished, but that will come later once we have some more money and some more resource. So one last thing then, let's talk to them again. Let's get ourselves some ammo. I'll buy everything you've got, please. There you go, our people are grabbing the ammo off them. That might be too much ammo. Okay, we overdid it with the ammo, so let's get going and destroying stuff then with said ammo. I'll just grab the 2 basic ones, and then after that the difficulty increases. So, yep, these are all the basic level ones. Let's go and destroy with our glorious cannons. Not pretty, but it's gonna be fun. Here's the enemy, the toothpick. It has a cannon, and that's pretty much it. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. We should be firing fairly soon. All 4 shots. If these land, it's gonna be catastrophic. Only 2 hits, both of which hit armor. Not the best start there. Okay, we did end up with at least a couple of hits there on the gun. Yep, coming around. And that there is the cockpit, so let's go for that next. If we can take that out without destroying anything else, for once we'll actually get a decent bit of storage. Bit of scrap. Beautiful. Absolutely perfect kill. Wonderful. I still need to learn a bit more about movement and everything and how to position ourselves better, but that'll hopefully happen just by playing the game. Went back to the base and sold the excess resources we had since our storage is a bit limited right now. Then let's go take out the next one. And we'll just keep on doing this until all these are cleared, then we'll have enough money for a bit more of a redesign. The Fanged Fighter. Well, there's the cockpit, so I'm just going to brute force this one. Get as close as possible and just pelt that front. Ooh, that's annoying. You know what? Let's go move. Never mind, I thought they'd be a bit more stuck. They weren't. They're not firing back. Yeah, we did something to them really early on there. Getting all these easy missions out of the way. And hopefully we can destroy a much scarier enemy later. Okay, so I'm going to do a major overhaul. One of the main reasons is the bunks are horribly inefficient in comparison to the quarters, and one of our bunks wasn't even fully connected, so I couldn't use them properly. I didn't notice the limited amount of doors on them. I thought they had an extra set on the back. They don't. So I'm going to hopefully figure out a way to make this work with the resources we have. It's going to be messy, but as long as it's functional, we can keep on going. Well, it's not the prettiest thing ever, but I think it'll get the job done. We have just a tiny little bit underneath the suggested. I've changed the rolls again a little bit, so really focusing on the weapons now. The ammunition is up there, along with the neck. We have the cockpit a little bit back, and all of our movement is all centered around here. Eventually, I do want the movement to also be protected, but for now, it's pretty much the resources I had available. I actually quite like it, honestly, even if it is a very weird-looking ship. And it almost looks like it's backwards. I always end up building things backwards. I don't know why. But let's grab ourselves some missions. Actually, no, that's the last 2 of the regular fugitives. Let's go and do those. We should be a lot faster now and a lot more maneuverable. 100% brute force this time. I can't see any reason why we wouldn't just go straight for that weapon. We have more firepower and we have a shield. We might need some more backwards thrust, honestly. All we have is these tiny maneuvering ones. But again, that's more for the future. Is that the cockpit right at the back? Okay. Are we fast enough to move all the way over here? No, sadly, since it can just move on the spot, we weren't quite maneuverable to do that, but that's fine. Let's grab everything we can. We also have a bit more storage than we had before, so hopefully we can take a bit more back with us each time. There goes the last of the easy fugitives. Doing fine for ammo. There are other ways to look at it, but I find just visually looking at it to be a bit easier than seeing the numbers. Makes more sense to me in my head. Because I'm a special potato. Don't headbutt the thing you're scavenging. A random enemy. Just carve through it. We have the firepower advantage here massively. Ooh, a second enemy as well. Please knock that out. That's taken out our shield since it was one of the electro weapons. Okay, now focus on this one. This is a bite. Yeah, the haywire has been, oh, actually destroyed. It looks like there's some fire inside which finished it off. Beautiful. Ooh, big asteroid there. We really do need to do some asteroid mining at some point as well, but for now we'll focus mostly on combat for today. Yeah, we have literally no more storage space, so these fights are pretty worthless to us, just costing us ammo for no reason. So there's going to be a bit of a jump here, because past Lathrix waffled for way too long and started doing some weird things like looking around, so a jump into the future when we're doing some other missions. Now I've actually remembered to actually buy ammo, actually. And hello there. Okay, so just the easy enemies. This is the easy one of all the asteroids, so we don't really need to pay too much attention. I was hoping to dodge the asteroid by doing that, apparently not. How are you still alive? Oh, you're not. Excellent. Okay, we'll salvage you afterwards. Let's just destroy them all first. Okay, next is the exact same again, so let's go for the weapon. This time move a lot closer. Yeah, that's much better. No real thinking involved with these easier ones. Beautiful. Repair all. Most of our armor got a bit damaged. We'll salvage all of that, go back and sell the salvage, and then move on to the more difficult asteroid field. Okay, so you don't actually need the mining laser to get some stuff from the asteroids. And get some of the basic stuff at least. Lots of ore now. So if I'm ever desperate for money or something, I can always do that. Were my people just choking? Please don't die on me. I wanted to move closer, but apparently it's a bit tricky. So, their defense platforms. I honestly think just going for the reactor might be the best. Positioning like this, going for the reactor, it'll go through the laser anyway. And the reactor isn't too well protected. And once that goes, this entire thing's gone. With how spindly it looks. Okay, twisted. You know what? Never mind. Let's go for this weapon. Obliterate that. Now the reactor again. It likes to do its twisty twists, but yeah, superior firepower wins the day. So this is the difficulty 2s. Significantly more than the difficulty 1s, but still not exactly that bad. Once again, it's going to get super close, and this time I'm not going to let up, just pure reactor damage. Definitely the way forwards. That is the main pro with cannons. They can pierce through things. So if you've got enough of them, you can just critically damage the insides of the enemy. I'm hoping the railgun will do the same. I do want the railgun as our final weapon of today. This should be the exact same as before. Right into the core, and goodbye. Cannons. Lots of cannons. These have the potential of actually doing a lot of damage. Come on, one more volley. So close. There we are. Beautiful. That's so much resource there now. Though I'm pretty much full. Okay, I'm gonna go back and sell stuff because, yeah, this is gonna be worth a lot. It's also gonna replenish our ammo as well, which is great. One thing I need to start doing is locking onto the target with the camera. I do realise that for the video that would be a lot more pleasant, so I do apologise for that. I'll try to do that more later. So, there was a cargo ship nearby which was selling the particular type of metal I needed to make the railgun, so I made a really basic railgun. I have now lost my shields, though, for this. But this should hopefully be very, very powerful. We'll see. It's the most basic version we can make, and hopefully, yeah, moving on, we can make it even bigger. Our goal still, though, is just to do the highest level missions in the zone. Railguns and everything else can, of course, wait until later. They also want us to take out the Monolith Cooperative. That will make us wanted, however, which is a bit worrying. So for now, we'll just stick with the normal missions. Okay, that railgun shot went off really early. I'm not sure if it's actually going to land. Oh, yeah, it went straight through the armor there. Hopefully we'll get a second shot with it. That would be lovely to see. Oh, there we go. And knocked out pretty much everything it touched. Can I get one more? Oh, there it comes. And boom. Devastation. Yeah, sure, we don't have a shield anymore, and that's going to make us way more vulnerable. But why would you need protection if the enemy's already dead? The explosion happened just before the model actually touched it, but still. Oh, right through. So it's just doing damage all the way through, not necessarily destroying everything. Oh, its missile launcher is hitting the rock behind it. I'm kind of tempted, honestly, just to have multiple railguns and remove some of the cannons. That does seem really fun, plus super long range, so we could start being a bit more of an artillery thing. The cannons are so reliable, though. Can we just get one more shot, please? There we are. Straight through. It even destroyed some of the asteroid behind it. I've got 2 shields. Currently, our energy reserves are actually too little for everything to be going at once, but I have once again modified our people so that the shields come first. The shields will stay on, the thrusters may struggle. We are moving towards our final enemy of the day, the pirate base. This is a level 6. So jumping up quite a lot here. Okay. It's probably going to be multiple, I imagine, yeah. Oh lord, that is horrendous. I was hoping to catch one of them off, but oh, they move so much, it's going to be very, very worrying. Okay, good. We can get the bite. Let's go straight for the core. Especially with the railgun shot. Direct hit on the gun, went straight through, damaged everything. One down. Try and stay at max range. Where is that shot going? Oh, well, it hit the base, so that was cool. Yeah, just want to make sure... stay at a good distance. Okay, one down. That railgun is being very good to us right now. The other platform might not be able to engage us. I'm not going to risk it though. What I'm going to do is go around, take out each platform, and try and take out all the small enemies. Then hopefully what we can do is just outrange the enemy base with our railgun. And just focus on that. Okay, this is a very small enemy. I'm just going to go close quarters and just annihilate it. Nice and ammo efficient. I'm even going to salvage this because this will give me some ammo back. Don't really want to go closer than we are now, honestly. Don't want to risk being shot by the platform. But at the same time, again, ammo efficiency. Let's move in. I love that railgun so much. Here we are being attacked by the gun. Okay, let's max range it with the railgun. Beautiful. Railgun victory. Oh, we're under attack for something else. I was not paying attention then. That's my fault. How's that ammo stores doing? Really well. I think we're pretty safe now to just approach the base. Double check. Those heavy cannons, yeah. They're mostly missing us, but I think we should back off a bit more. This thing has a lot of health, doesn't it? We might have to take several runs. Oh, we just lost a chunk of ourselves then. When did that go? That actually may have gone earlier, I didn't notice. It's only our storage, it's not really a big deal. We are running out of ammo though, so I think... yeah, we'll have to take several runs. We're not really ready for this fight, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna run away, salvage the enemies I killed earlier, maybe do some minor upgrades, then come back. Well, this is silly, but I've turned it into a pure artillery ship. The energy's still a bit terrible, but as long as it's not moving, it should be fine. More armor on the front, because before I had basically zero. I was going to add point defense, but sadly I didn't really have the command for that, so this is just what it's going to be like. So let's get back to it. Okay, we're about to enter the territory of the base again. Okay, so target the center. So the range is there. Those two lines are its range. So I want it to be able to get to the core. So I'm hoping that will fight a bit too early there. Almost hit still. I was hoping that's outranging its cannons. They are turning, so they're aware of our presence. Yeah, this is it. Just stay at long range. Just pelt it. You can see in the top right, we are obliterating it. We're almost there already. I'm hoping this core armor's a bit lighter. Oh! Wow, this is cheesy as anything, but I mean, if it works, it works. Are we out of range now, the core? Yeah, okay, that's what's happening right now. Okay, just move in a little bit. And hopefully this will be it. There goes the core. Clean. Very, very clean. This is going to take a lot of salvage. Ooh, first though, let's target you. Oh, point defense works against railguns. I mean, it makes sense. It is using the same ammo as a cannon. But for some reason, that still shocks me. That is so fabulous. Love it. Oh, airlocks. I need airlocks. Whoopsie daisy. What are airlocks under again? There we go. Let's just pop these two up here. There we go. Yeah, we're going to need several runs to fully harvest this. Railguns really are beautiful, aren't they? I've just built these huge pylons of storage. I want to try and grab everything in one go and sell it all in one go. How silly is this? The answer is yes. Thankfully, storage doesn't need to be connected to the main ship, really, as long as you have an air hatch. I'm surprised it can actually move at a decent speed still. You know what? Just keep on going. We do not want to be in combat right now. Gonna sell everything we've got, because I want to see how much money we can get from all of that. And then I'll remove all the storage we've just got. We have so much of everything. Yeah, to sell everything. To sell absolutely everything we've got. 20 sulfur, 32 iron, loads of metal. You know what, I'm even going to sell the ammo. I know it's silly, but this is the end of the episode. I want to sell everything. Okay, we just hit 100k. We still have some steel to sell because of removing all the storage, but I'm going to be leaving it here because I think we've achieved everything I really wanted to achieve today. We went out, we destroyed one of the high-level bases in the area. Turns out railguns are incredibly cheesy against targets, but I imagine anything with any real speed to them, or a lot of point defense, are going to cause major issues for something which fires so slowly and needs such specific positioning. But against stationary bases, clearly devastating. So I will be calling the episode here, but please bear in mind there is a lot more to the game. Currently, we're in this one system. We are friends with this one faction. And as you can see, the difficulty and levels jump up and up and up. We are just in the very starter zone, but I hope this shows the game in a decent light. It shows the mechanics and everything else. And if you would like to see more, then, of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Cosmoteer is a series you wish to see continued in the future. I may actually start again with a slightly higher difficulty. Although this is the starter zone, I do feel like this was a bit easy and I was making mistakes and not being punished. I really should be punished for making mistakes, but it is difficult to say without going to the high level area. So tell me what you think, and also give me suggestions for names of the ships. I do want to make them prettier moving forwards, things like this, both functional and looking interesting. It's definitely something I need to learn. So thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day, and do take care. Until next time, goodbye. This was so fun to be back with.